I've just come into the Core Audio and Hawthorne audio room here at Rocky Mountain. And hey, here are the two principals of the room, Ryan from Core Audio and Daryl Hawthorne from Hawthorne Audio. How you guys doing?
Real good.
Ryan, start us out with the electronics.
Okay, so the system that we're listening to today is fully digital, so there's no analog in the signal path. We send a digital signal out of our PC-based music server into our fully digital amplifiers. Signal's amplified in the digital domain and then demodulated to drive the speakers directly. We run all of the active crossovers in our music server. Then we run multi-channel digital out into the amplifier, so there's no DAC or preamp in the signal path and no analog cables.
So then this is just zeros and ones all the way through.
Right.
That's really cool because I can hear it's very utterly quiet backgrounds.
Yes, and that's the point. The whole idea is to reduce distortion to reveal more of the music.
And how about the cabling? How's the system cabled up?
The cables are all made by us. The cables on the digital end are actually not very sensitive. We use an Ethernet cable from our music server into this device, which is the Happy, and it's an Ethernet audio interface, which is a multi-channel interface that we then run off to our fully digital amplifiers. All power wiring is made by us. And you can see our new our Kenai power distribution unit, which is completely passive, so there's no capacitors or coils or transformers in that unit at all.
Well, that's the way to go. Well, great. Well, thank you very much for a walkthrough here. You have a great product. It's great that we met you at the Capitol Audio Fest, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But before we do so, hey, these new speakers, I love these speakers, Daryl. Give us a rundown again on the speakers. The more people hear about them, the more they're going to get to know them.
Will do, thank you. First of all, I wanted to thank you for the last video that you shot. We had tremendous response from that, and I also want to thank you for somehow finding the time to get into our room here.
Well, it's worth it.
I know it's been really crazy busy here. We had close to 200 exhibitors this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fantastic. So,
Okay.
Linear Mark II, same
Okay.
basic speakers that we had at the last show.
Mm-hmm.
What we've done is we've done a little bit of field conversion, which is one of the kind of design aspects of what we do. A lot of our speakers can be evolved over time. We can go from one grade level or one model to another model by changing them in the field. It's kind of a unique aspect of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So these are Ryan's personal pair, but basically what we do is we have the air motion transformer, which is a standard on all of these reference grade speakers.
That's right here, viewers.
Yes, that's that beauty there.
Gosh, isn't it gorgeous?
What we use this for is kind of like a tweeter mid driver. It's actually two drivers in one. It plays from above audibility down to about 350 hertz. It's got a culture marble horn waveguide on it. So from here we normally would hand off to a midwoofer. He handles from that 350 down to about, I think, 80 in this room. And where we would normally hand off to our Augie that we talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
And that covers from wherever this rolls off to mid 20s.
Augie is short for augmentation
driver. Yes.
There you go.
Now what Ryan has done is he wanted quite a bit more displacement in the mid-range, so he doubled up. He actually has two mid-ranges in here in an MTM sort of configuration, and we moved the Augies off board into their own dedicated.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes. So that technically takes these from a Rainier into some other model.
What's the little motif on the front of the
That's
Augie
actually
there?
our company logo.
Oh, I can. There it
It's
is.
a Hawthorne
Okay.
audio tree. It's a real tree. I found this on Google. Some guy over in Wales had this tree. He shot a picture of it. I wrote him and asked permission to use it because our family name is Hawthorne. So that's a stylized version of a real tree over in Wales. Yeah, cool story, huh? But he wrote me back and he said, "Oh yeah, sure, go right ahead."
Great. How cool is that?
Yeah. So we use that on the bases and we stick it everywhere.
Well, I want to get you both together and
Sure.
just let you know the feedback we got from the videos in Washington. We monitor the videos and we will look at the comments on the videos, and we have many people engage you guys on the videos, and we like that. We like to see that. And we see, Daryl, that you were engaging back.
Yes.
And I got PMs and phone calls from people who are open baffle freaks asking me, "What do you really think, Peter?"
Oh, good.
So I've sent some of them over at the show, this show, to hear and talk to you guys.
And they also visit us right on our website.
That's what they can do too. Yeah.
Right, and this worked really well for us. This system allows for really neat synergy in the sense that we can show the capabilities of both this concept in terms of an open baffle speaker with the air motion transformer, but also a fully digital signal path and the kind of versatility and power that you get by handling more processing in one location and eliminating things from the signal path by doing so.
Well, you guys have a hit. You're up-and-comers here in the high-end performance audio marketplace, and I think you guys are really going to be making it big time and be big stars.
Good.
Really
Yeah,
soon.
these shows were kind of a test drive of our personal synergy as well as our equipment synergy. So
Cool.
having purpose-built amps to go with our purpose-built gears.
Cool.
Yeah, excellent.
Well, can we do some listening?
Sure.
let's do
please
some.
Okay, let's do some listening.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Okay, here we go.
Fly me to the moon and let me
little bit more
play
volume.
among the stars.
Good.
Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you.
That's Lynn Stanley singing, and we've got great pace, rhythm, and timing with this. It's like you're just right involved with the emotional aspect of the music. It's a great system. Fantastic sound from Hawthorne and Core.